Okay, this movie is problematic. Where are you? Where are you in this movie? Okay, let me just start off by saying that I am not a romantic movie fan or person. They're not really my thing. I do enjoy a little bit of Hallmark type of movies, but for the most part, I don't like them simply because they are feeding into a delusion of how love and romance are supposed to be, and creating very unrealistic expectations for really anybody, especially women, which is probably what most of the people who are going to be watching this are women. But with that being said, it's movies in the Bible, and I am going to be reviewing Marry Me. As always, for these reviews, it's going to be either a skip it, stream it, matinee price, or go watch it. So, Marry Me stars Jennifer Lopez, Maluma, and Owen Wilson, and there's a number of cameos in this movie. And as the trailer shows, um, Jennifer, or her character Kat, is engaged to Bastion or Maluma, and is shocked to find out on their wedding day that she is being cheated on. So she, to save face, really, um, decides to marry this guy in the crowd holding a "Marry Me" sign, Owen Wilson. And so, and that's about the first like 20 minutes of the movie, getting all this established. The trailer is the first 20 minutes of the movie. And from then on, it's about Owen and Jennifer Lopez's relationship developing, and if it's going to be any more than a save face gimmick for her to take control of the narrative and save herself from the embarrassment of this wedding. Character development. As far as character development goes, I would say Owen Wilson's character does have a bit of that, and feeling some some self worth and self esteem being next to the superstar woman, and they address that a little bit, as well as just the sheer ridiculousness of this premise, and a little press conference scene. They do a little bit of female empowerment to explain this ridiculous premise away, and Jennifer Lopez does poke at herself quite a bit in this movie. Maluma, or Bastion, his character, essentially stays, an eligible bachelor throughout this movie. And so we can all rest assured that Maluma is still a very eligible bachelor. This did not damage his image of still being available at all. But okay, all kidding aside. Lastly, the soundtrack. I'm sorry to say that the soundtrack is pretty much piss poor for what they showed. The only song that was worth listening to was within the movie. It was a ballad or a duet with Maluma and Jennifer Lopez. That was one of the highlights of the movie. That was a really beautiful part. Um, and I'm sorry to say, if they had to sprinkle in Maluma quite a bit, because I was losing interest, and then Maluma was on, and then I was back into the movie. There's no pacing issue really wrong with the movie at all. It's just, I'm sorry, Maluma was the best part of this movie. And then all he had to do was be there. All he had to do was either be there or sing, and I was right back into the movie. What's going on? So this movie is going to be a stream it from me. Even if you are a fan of Jennifer Lopez and her so-called love movies, um, for the life of me, I don't understand why anybody would continue with all of her failure. But anyway, go watch Death on the Nile if you are just wanting some type of romantic movie for the month of February. If other than that, watch. I suggest you just watch something else, really, and wait for this to come on the stream. I wouldn't spend a matinee price or a full price to watch this. I'd throw it on when it comes on TV, which it will, and be played to oblivion, I'm sure. But yeah, watch something else. But that's all I have for this one. Bye bye.